Hello again, YouTube people. I hope this video finds you all well, even in these stressful and insane times we find ourselves in. Anyway, today I'm doing a video. As I said, I promised. I will share some of my poetry. So I thought I'd start with one of my favorite pieces, something that breaks away from all the tension of the political and the crisis of the world. And I wrote a poem called An Ode to Dorothy Parker. I love Dorothy Parker. Dorothy Parker was amazing. She was a true gift. She was a poet in the 20s, mainly, born in the late 1890s. She was a prolific writer, lots of great poetry, and contributing writer to several prominent publications, like the New Yorker. She was also the founding member of a little social club they called the Algonquin Round Table, and there was an excellent movie made in the early 90s with Jennifer Jason Leigh playing Dorothy Parker, called Mrs. Parker and the Vicious Circle. I highly recommend it. It's excellent. Anyway, to give you an idea of it's like I wrote this poem as an ode. It's an ode to Dorothy Parker. It's an homage. So I wrote this in the style of the great Dorothy Parker. But I thought I'd share with you a couple of her short poems that are my favorites. Just so you can compare, how I wrote mine in the style of hers. Okay. Now this one is a good one, and this one's also in the film that I mentioned. Resume. Razors pain you, rivers are damp, acids strain you, and drugs cause cramp. Guns aren't lawful, nooses give. Gas smells awful, you might as well live. That, of course, is a somber yet humorous poke at her depression that she struggled with and some suicide attempts that she had. And that was her way. It's a beautiful way of dealing with that kind of bad energy. You should write about it, and it's a powerful piece. Another one of my favorite ones of hers. A very short song. Once, when I was young and true, someone left me sad. Broke my brittle heart in two, and that is very bad. Love is for unlucky folk, love is but a curse. Once there was a heart I broke, and that I think is worse. I really love that one. That's probably one of my favorites. So you guys should check her out if you like poetry. Great poetry. Super duper feminist, genius poet, writer. She was awesome. And here's my ode to Dorothy Parker. Stapled in dismay, putting every bit of love to rest, saying goodbye to the intentions I thought best. Enthralled, unfurled, a tender readiness, with no one to shelter my loneliness. Fate magnifies both virtue and sin. A somber memory balances a drunkard's grin, and I am due to fall in love again. Well, I hope you guys, enjoyed my little bit where I'm finally off my soapbox trying to save the world from the madness that is ensuing, or at least doing my little part. Maybe spread some information, some awareness, bring it down off the serious tip. Let's have a little fun with some poetry. By the way, all this is copyrighted under my pseudonym, Gabriel Samadi. Okay? So it's copyrighted material. So please don't steal from me. Okay. Thank you for everybody who has viewed this video. I appreciate it. And, I have a lot of poetry. Lots and lots. I've been writing since I was 16 years old. and I'm in my late 30s now. So I have like enough to fill like 6, 7 volumes of stuff. So I'll be doing more political videos and activist videos, and and when the shit finally calms down and goes back to normal, and we get out of this crisis, then I'll try and do much more poetry. But right now everything's so crazy. I just feel like I have to just keep my head in analysis and research and use my training as a sociologist and my training in psychology to make reports, and I feel a moral obligation to share the information I share in the other videos with the public, because this is crazy times. Anyway, don't get me started. I hope you like my poetry video, and I wish you all well, and good luck, and I'll see you next time.